Dr. Hamed, I have one more question for you. I am a little bit interactive in the community, and I observe and I study and I see what is going on. Sometimes due to lack of resources, there is job problems, there is hard jobs, odd jobs. One has to go for his or her living. So with this comfort, the family problems arise between the couples, between parents and kids. So, and the other last resolve is that one of them leaves the place, and with very small credit cards, with very small already resources, he comes out in the street. Once he looks all around, he is not prepared what he is doing. It's emotional exit. Once he go to the temporary residences, some hotel, in few weeks, in 1 month, 2 months, all the resources are consumed, depleted. And now he is thinking that it was 10,000 credit card, now it's only 2,000 left. So what should I do? So he leaves the country, he goes to some cheaper place like homeland, and he leaves this first world. And once I got a detail from one of my friends. He works in this credit solution. There is a big number who is only $8,000, $10,000, but they couldn't pay, and now they are in the bankruptcy or a resolution, what you say, credit, what is consumer proposal, which is 8-10 years process. So do you think the community can have some central arrangement to look after this type of situations?
Brother Mujahid, you are today really hitting the nails or many very, very vital, very useful and very painful in the meantime experience in the community that many people go through it and experience it. And the one that really suffered the most, I think, either the elderly that they work all their life and when they come to the retirement, they are full of debts and they don't know what to do. And as you saw, they start going through bankruptcy and losing everything, even the exist house that they work all their life for, which is very painful. Or those youth that they don't have the experience, even if they have the education, but there is no, we have the labor market is very hard and Canadian experience. You graduate from a Canadian schools and still they are asking about experience. What more experience that I graduate from university or college in the market here? Or people that come happy as immigrant, medical doctor back home, surgeon, and suddenly the system does not accept them because they are looking only for their kids. That's the investment they need. But you as a first generation go drive Uber, drive cab, suffer, it doesn't matter. So that's something double standard in the system as well. You bring me as a doctor, as an engineer, you should take care of me and help me to walk with me the walk so I can practice what I did practice from. You bring me in a point system here in this existing country to be Canadian, and then you are not supporting me. And you leave me to go around and do any kind of job and wandering around in a shawarma store or driving cab or doing thank you. So credit is really one of the very, very, very dangerous and easy. They give you the credit if you are qualified, they give you some credit card, but the minute you screw and they don't do the payment for 1 or 2 payment, you find yourself in collections and suddenly you are out, you have no credit. 30% credit, the interest, they are so bad, So we are in a very, very dangerous financial system that they all depend on, give you the credit, cut you, now you can't pay me 20, pay me 30. And that's the usury that Islam said don't do it, but we have some Ulama said if you have to buy it for mortgage, you need it. If you have to do that because you need it. But the fact is, debt is ham. And ham means in English, Arabic means ham, but in English means like stress. To have stress of no housing, that's a stress. To have stress of your kids and disease, as you said about cancer or similar disease.
And issues and
an issue that you can't pay your bills and now you're losing all your credit. You can buy a car, you cannot buy a house.
you are losing your relationships.
Exactly.
You are losing your community.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So it is big. And now you'll get divorces as well. A credit card that have so much to pay and you don't have the means to pay. And you lose your credit, you lose your house, you lose your apartment, it is very, very scary.
No,
so
you said very good you put a very good hand on the system. So have you any word for your holy community that it can come forward to address this issue, or they are just they are bariyo zimma, or they don't need to care of it?
Well, there is two issues. The one that's what do you name it? The ideal Islamic, the ideal. Even I was watching the CNN, not the CNN, the RT one day, very close, and a Jewish respected professor. He started writing about all this usury and too much interest. He's talking that in RT, the very, very intellectual talk, and then they bring him in the CNN as well. Very interesting guy, and he said those interests, the 34 people cannot pay. And if they can't pay, they will come in the street like it happened in France. And they will destroy property, and they will steal, and they will burn. And it will be chaos. And then now they tell them, okay, take everything. Take it back. So why you reach that point? Or has it happened in the state when in 2008, they start bubbling the interest. You buy the house for 2%, and then this company sell it to her sister company, and then they bump it to 10% interest, 20%, 30%. And you find somebody have a house within 2-3 years, you have 30%, 40% interest mortgage, and the people start leaving the houses, and it was a big market crash. But unfortunately, they went to the bank and give them the money. They are the one who steal the money, are the one. So anyway,
Dr. Hamed, have you noticed that once you we have not in our community, but once you go for this 50 million loan, 100 million loan, bank offers you 0.5% interest, 1.5% interest. But once you go for this 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 credit card, they put
20%,
25%,
yeah,
sometimes 29%.
Yeah.
So have you noticed?
That's very true, very true. And when taxes come, as in the state happening, the taxes go for the rich more, break taxes, give them less taxes because they are the one who have the money and the business. So it is really something has to be worried about, It's very interesting.
What community can do in this regard? If you
in this regard, it's again the investment. Those people that have the expertise, for example, in banking, in loans, in mortgages, and the people that have the money, those experts has to sit down, real estate, and said, listen, we have this issue. We have people growing up. We need people to eat, to drink, to have employment. I need to educate these people. If this person or those newcomers get trained and use their own background and build an education to become usable in the system and find the employment in the mean, and that means that I have to have those multimillionaires that Allah give them the money, that they have these businesses, use those people that newcomers, if they are qualified to your system, and train them and use them so they become good family business, that they are paying their taxes and paying their unemployment insurance, and they can grow. And if we have a system or a banking system, which is ideal, and I think people will argue with me, where there is a lump sum of money donated on a monthly basis from the poor and the rich, according to what you can, $1. If $1 donated from those 500,000 or 100,000 in Ontario or Toronto, every month or every week, we are having $100,000 or $400,000. This can build houses. This can help needy. This can help kids that go for marriage and stable. This can go for training people in employment, help kids that suffering in university without getting the fund for their degrees, which is now يعني thank God that the previous government allow up to $50,000 now you have free education, so that's something amazing. يعني I mean, now you don't have to worry about OSIB and getting loans if your income and your father mother income is less than 50,000. This is for a year now. That's wonderful. At least less debt on those students, and I hope this new government will not snatch it as they are snatching many things. But again, we have as a community to come together and said, yes, this donation of $400,000-$500,000, we bring people to study the cases and which one the most harsh, and we can give loans with low interest, or we can give forgiveness loan. We can make a system where we said, listen, you get this $10,000, but in return you will give me this employment, you'll give me this free consultation, you give me this free time to build this house. So I'm using him and I'm giving him the money. And in return, his labor, instead of charging me $20, I will give you $10 to live, but the $10 is from the $10,000 you took for your loan. By that you are using the system. The money is going around and helping in building, and you are making the people employed and happy about themselves, and not the guilt of I have a multimillionaire, have everything, and he has luxury car and he eat here and there, and I'm just, I can't have one meal and I'm sitting in the cold. What do you think? I mean, the Prophet was saying, if even eating and you have a dog eating in front, you have to give him some. Even a dog or animal, you have من أكل وذو عينين ينظر إليه ولم يواسيه ابتلي بداء لا دواء له. If you are eating and a dog or cat or even an animal wild watching you, feed him, give him some, because he have got as you have got. Allah created both of you. That's for animal. What about the human being? We should care about each other. Another hadith to the Prophet, من بات شبعانا وجاره جائع فليس منا. يعني whoever live in his house and he has a lots of food and his neighbor is suffering and you know that he's suffering from no food or no shelter and he's not wasi, means give him some, pass it, offer. This is Islam. This is humanity. This is humanity.
Once you know, then it's fine. But if you are so busy to watching your TV and you don't know your neighbor, then it's fine.
It's not fine, but the time will turn and you will be in the same situation. Nobody care about you. They will watch the TV and you will be hungry. You know,
and the TV
karma. They name it karma.
And TV people will help you.
No, TV will cut off because you can't pay the bill.